I'll start with showing how to install the script. For this we need to Google ZXP installer and click AE scripts link. Here we can see two links, download for Windows and download for macOS. This is a free app and it doesn't require any registration, but we need it in order to install our script. Then we double-click our file and it will be automatically installed. The next thing you need to do is to go to Downloads, find our project and download TXT file. In this file we need to find the purchase code. Here it is. Then insert this code into our script to finish the license procedure. Hi everyone, thanks for buying the Explainer pack. In this video tutorial I will show how to use it. The first things we are going to start is the character. In order to start working with character, first of all we need to import. Select character sex and press Add. For example, add female. First import may take some time. The following import process will be instant. After we have imported the character, we see the following things. Character tab. Here we can adjust the clothes, turn it on or off, or change the color. In order it to work, we need to highlight the character and it will automatically upload all the clothes. Sometimes it doesn't upload the clothes for some reason. In this case, press refresh button so the information is refreshed. Let's try adding clothes and change the color. Let's see, for example, Clothes Builder. In Builder folder we can see the clothes in separate and as a whole. For example, we can apply the whole costume. In order to adjust the color of a certain element, we need to find it in the Clothes tab. For example, I want to change the color of the helmet. I find it here, press the box with color and change the color to any other that I want and press OK. The color has changed. If I need the whole costume but the helmet, I just press the cross button. So the helmet is deleted. I can also mix the costume with other costumes. For example, I want to take cap from here. For this, I just double-click the cap and it appears here. Then we go to Setup folder. This folder allows us to adjust the character, either its nationality, color or skin, and other parameters. For example, we want to change the character from Rachel to Lily. For this, we pick the necessary layer and click the character we want. For example, let it be Lily African American. The script automatically changed the character, as well as the clothes automatically adjusted for this character. If I also want to adjust the color of skin, eyes or hair, I need to go to this menu. Open the Layer Adjustment, Master Properties, and here we can see the tab for skin and head corrections. Let's have a look at Skin Correction folder. Here I can change the color of skin, for example, make it lighter or darker, increase or decrease contrast, adjust the saturation. In the Head tab, I can change the color of hair, of eyes, paint girl's eyes, and change the color of the lips. Let me demonstrate this. I will delete the cap and glasses before I start. Let's start with the hair. Then I would like to change the color of the eyes. I find the color that I need. In general, its contrast and brightness are enough for me. Let's emphasize the eyes, and let's match the color of the lips with the color of the hair. That's all. This way I can adjust the character in a more flexible way. Now we will have a look at Animation Preset folder. Each character has 44 unique emotions. In this folder you can choose the emotion you need and apply this animation by just double-clicking. For example, I choose the character and double-click the animation. As I can see, the layer was cut, and if I open it, the animation keys were added. If we want to increase or speed the animation up a bit, we highlight all the keys, choose the last one, maybe this, and holding Alt button, we drag it either left or right a bit. Let's have a look at what we got. Please don't be surprised, the animation is not in real time. I've just cut the pre-render video. But as we can see, the animation we got is great. We have also taken care that the animation starts and finishes with the same pose, so you can combine different emotions in a row. How to do it? For example, we leave this animation, copy the layer, then we find the moment when the animation for the first layer finishes. It's somewhere here. We cut here, and then we insert the next layer. And here you shouldn't have any cross joint of layers. Then let's choose the happy animation for the second layer. And let's have a look at what we have. Thus we can combine emotions with each other and build own scenarios of characters' animation. Now let's have a look at such parameter as rigging. If for some reasons animation emotions available are not enough for you, or as it often happens you need something yours, for this reason we've made up comfortable rigging. You can find it in characters root folder. For this, we just choose the composition we want to import our rigging to, and with double click the file is inputted. Let me warn you that the input is not very fast, but usually it won't take more than a minute. Then we just go to this composition, and here we see necessary controllers. And now we gradually come to why do we need copy settings and paste settings buttons. For example, as here, where we need to make the rigging exactly for this character. I highlight it and click Copy Settings. Then I go to the tab with our rig. I choose the necessary layer and click Paste Settings. And that's it. Now we are going to animate this character. Here everything is based on Duik principle, and those who are familiar with this plugin should understand everything. I will show you the basics. With the help of these controllers, we can control the hand of the character. At the Effect Control tab for this controller, we can bend the arm as we need it. Here we can control the whole body. And everything is the same for the legs. With these controls we can move the head, with this controller the eyes, with this one the eyebrows, and with this one the lips. I think this all is simple and easy to understand. Later we're going to refine it and simplify. Now we have sorted out everything with female character, and we also have the male character. It is identical apart from the nationality adjustment. Besides every nationality presented here, inside we can find variation of this nationality. With mustache, bald, with beard, etc. Now let's have a look at background folder. When we open it, we see 50 unique scenes, where we have prepared our own illustration for each topic. In order to import, it is enough to just choose the composition where we need to import and double-click on the background. And that's it, background is imported, and inside the composition we can see that background consisted of different elements that we can delete, move, change, and do whatever we want. And now let's have a look at Pre-made Scene tab. These are pre-made animations of standard scenes that often appear in animation videos. Later we are going to add more elements to this tab. And let's have a look how it functions. In general, it works just as background. We just import by double-clicking, and script automatically import the project into our project. And inside the composition, the same way we can change the element that we want. Now let's talk about Icons tab. Here we can see 25 absolutely different topics. There are 12 icons in each folder. In order to import any of them, it is enough just to double-click any of the icon. Here we can see all the colors and can change them easily in real time. This folder works like any other folders, and if we need to input necessary information into the project, we just need to double-click it. If we go inside the composition, we can change the text, we can also easily change the color. Now let's talk about Big Hands folder. Inside this folder we can see the animation of left and right hands. Basically, these are the animation of moves, taps, slides, etc. Everything that is connected with our interaction with the phone. In order to use any of these animations, we need to import it first. Click any of them and then we import, and then click to import the second hand. System of Animations Interactions is very familiar to the animations of presets of the characters, with the only difference: we don't need to copy the layer, all the animation scenarios can be built at one layer. I will show how it works. For example, if I open the layer, I can see where the animation starts and finishes. If I unfold the layer with the hand, I can see the same. I can move this keys a bit to the right. And I want to do the following thing. First, I need the left hand to make a double click, and then the right hand make one click. After that, I want the left hand to make zoom in. I pick the layer, put the timeline where I need, and with double click I press zoom in animation. And in this way, I have built animation scenario. Now I'll readjust the hand. If I want to change the gadget, then it is enough to go to Effects Control tab and change the gadget to tablet or the phone. In order to change the content that is displayed at the phone, we need to go to Explain a Pack input. Find the right hand there, find the gadget folder and phone or tablet, and change the screen. For example, phone screen replace. And in order to show how it works, I'll just apply the white background. The background was automatically and quickly changed. Then I'm building up the animation in the same way. Now let's have a look at Transition folder. This folder is useful when you want to make smooth transitions between the scenes. For example, I want to use this transition. I input our composition into our project and do the following manipulation. I align the start of animation transition with the start of the frame I want to reveal. And an important point, transition must be situated above the frame I want to reveal. Then I press Track Matte tab. You can turn it on here in Modes. And I click Alpha Matte button. That's all.